to Dan Monk, host of the one and only Trump Talk, a live Periscope broadcast all about Donald Trump. And boy, is Periscope freezy today. So we're going to just keep on redoing it because I do like to record these videos, share them on YouTube for people who can't tune in here on Periscope. So we just got to redo them. And that is fine. This is a Trump Talk super special edition, how to help elect Donald Trump. I know we're all very excited if you are on the Trump train. It is very important to beat Hillary Clinton and to ensure that we elect Donald Trump in November. And there are things we can do to help out. We all know Donald Trump has spent very little. He's investing his own money and time, effort. And many of us are also able to volunteer, just personally offering our time. I do this show. I've written a book. I advocate on the internet and I admin a group. We all do our different roles to help elect Trump. But some of us might be unclear on what we could do or what we can do more. So let's talk a little bit about how to help elect Donald Trump in this election cycle. Obviously, the most important thing, vote. Make sure you are registered to vote. Get ready for November. It's going to come up on us fast. So be registered and ready to vote for Donald Trump in November. But it's also important that we help win over undecided voters, fence sitters, people who might have, who would pull the lever for Hillary but reluctantly, Bernie supporters. There are lots of people who are not independents, who are not confidently in the Trump camp yet, who can still be convinced and explained why Donald Trump is the best choice for a president. So what we're going to do, what's important is to get out there and do your research, use social media, talk to your family and friends, stand proud. If you're in an area where you can put up signs on your lawn and they might not get stolen, or you can put them on with wood so that they can't steal them. Any number of things, any way you can show all these things, these are great ways to help Donald Trump. Let's go over those a little bit. When you're doing articles and research, it's important to, obviously, we want to post negative about Hillary Clinton. Lots of negative. So if one of the best places to go and post negative is lyingcrookedhillary.com. Trump has set up a website, lyingcrookedhillary.com, where he will be discussing a new epic lie that Hillary has told over her many years in politics and public life. So this is a great resource to get started, but we all know there are a ton of other places to find factual articles. Do your homework. Don't post .co. Those are fake sites. Find stories that are verified in more than one article, and the article can't actually be just quoting the same first article. Okay, so it doesn't help if there's one article and then you read the second article and this article just quotes this article. That is not two articles, okay? That's one article. Find stories that can be verified so that you're posting valid news. And then share that in Trump groups, on your Facebook page, on Twitter, any social media you're using, use it to help elect Trump. Obviously, we also want to share and talk with our family and friends. Now, this doesn't mean every single second. This doesn't mean you got to constantly be nagging everybody, vote Trump, vote Trump. But it also means when someone maybe badmouths a little bit, we all just want to kind of, we'll just go have a cookie and not talk about it. Feel free at that moment to say a little bit of a defense to get people thinking. Go ahead and think about what are your responses. This is important both in social media and in personal life. People are going to have the same objections. You know, it's just like in sales. People have objections. You say, I'd like to sell you this brand new car. They say, well, the price is too much. Or I have to talk to my wife. Or I don't like the color. Or I don't really need a new car right now. As a salesperson, it's my job to take those objections and have a good answer. Well, now's a great time to buy a car, even if you don't need it, because the deals are great right now, and the prices are going to be going up and up over the next year. That's one way to handle that objection. Trump is going to have consistent objections. These anti-Trump people, they're not bright, okay? We met them on the internet. They're frustrating, and the only thing they can manage to say is fuck Trump, fuck Trump. They're not even very good at coming up with slogans because that's not even easy to say. It's dumb. But that's fine. That's fine. It just makes it easier to educate, to have a pat answer, and to know, most importantly, to know what they're going to object about. Because here's what they're going to say. Donald Trump is a racist. Donald Trump is a sexist. Donald Trump had companies that went bankrupt. Donald Trump is being sued he tries to take advantage of the little guy in his university and his use of eminent domain. There's some pretty typical arguments. When you see a new one on the internet, write it down. And then do your homework, know the answer, and then make your answer tight. Spend some time. What's great about Facebook is you get to write your argument over and over to everybody you're constantly arguing with, because people on the internet, of course, don't understand, the Trump people do, but not everybody does. So, obviously, we get to write it down over and over. And that helps us hone the argument till we're sharp, fast, quickly. Why is Trump is a racist? Trump is not a racist. The media has actually tried to present that agenda as they do with anyone who wants to secure the border and is serious about dealing with the illegal immigration problem that we have known as a problem for many, many years. They call everyone a racist. He was never a racist before he ran for office and decided to deal with the immigration problem. That's why it's the third rail of politics, because everyone starts calling you a racist as soon as you deal with what we know to be a security problem, an economic problem, and certainly a problem for Mexico and human trafficking and crime. So that was kind of a long answer. I could write that down, tone that up. And you should too. So share, talk, learn your answers, learn them well, to know your response when hit with the regular standard questions. Additionally, one thing that we can really do, they're trying to shame people into not voting for Trump. They want to call us racist, sexist, bigots. They want to call us all these names. They want to steal our signs. They want to attack our rallies. They want to do all this stuff. We need to stand proud. If you can, keep putting up your signs. If you can't put your signs up in your city, I can't put any signs up, they would be gone in 1 second. And I don't have time to go following Donald Trump around, getting a bunch of signs. Nor do I have enough money to just keep buying signs over and over. I'd rather send my money to Donald Trump so that he can help get elected without all this shipping back and forth of the signs. But here I am on the internet. I can use this forum to talk to people about Trump. I can talk to my friends. I can talk to my family. I can wear my Trump necklace. Over the winter, you see my Trump scarf here. You start little conversations, and the more larger conversations you can start, the better. So stand proud. When somebody says something publicly about Trump, you don't have to get in fights with people, but you could say something in response positive. Like, well, but he's not a politician, and I really appreciate that, because I'm really getting tired of getting screwed over by politicians who just are greedy and are taking advantage of taxes and lobbyist money for themselves. See what they say. Or don't say what they say. Walk away after that. But defend Trump. Stand proud for Trump. You need to do that so that other people who would vote for Trump feel confident. They see other people are bold and are open for Trump. We're not hiding. Because people want to pick a winner. They want to pick somebody that people are committed to. If you are showing your commitment, you inspire others to validate themselves, to stand up for their vote, to go ahead and make that decision for themselves. So please, stand proud. The more you can stand proud, do. Another very important thing, and one of the main reasons I wanted to do this super special edition of Trump Talk, donate money to Donald Trump. Now, I know all of the naysayers. Why does a billionaire need money? He was self-funding his campaign. This is a general election. Hillary Clinton is going to spend millions, perhaps $1 billion or more with the super PAC money against Donald Trump. Now, there are already super PACs working here in Illinois posting anti-Hillary advertisements. There certainly are going to be super PACs across the country, but as we know, Donald Trump is not engaging the super PACs and does not want to be involved with that money or the promises that money necessarily obligates him to. So what he has been doing, he's done very well over the last week. In 8 hours of this week, he raised $11 million. It's like $2 million in a few hours. So he's doing very good in his fundraising drives. But we need to continue to do our part to get the word out. So if you have $10, $5, $25, go to DonaldJTrump.com, click the donate button, donate directly to Trump. Do not, let's be clear, do not donate to the RNC directly. Donate to Donald Trump. Much of that money donated to Trump is going to help elect Republican candidates. So you, in fact, are supporting the RNC when you are when you are donating to Donald Trump. But the RNC might not be as supportive of Donald Trump. And so if you give your money to the RNC, you might not be supporting Trump. And that's the most important thing. So go to DonaldJTrump.com, click donate. That's where you want to donate. You can make a monthly donation that they will do once a month. So you can donate over periods of time repeatedly, as I intend to do. I pledged at least $25 to $50 per month as I can afford it for Trump, and more if I can. We all want to do our part. The Bernie campaign was funded predominantly, as he talks about endlessly, on $27 donations, so $28 donations. So these small donations can add up, and we are much greater in size than the Bernie group or Hillary supporters. If you just look on Facebook, Donald Trump has more Facebook followers than both Hillary and Bernie combined. So if we tap into that social media, get people to vote, get people to post, to do the research, get people talking and sharing with their friends, get people to stand proud, and of course, get people to donate, all of those things are going to go a long way to doing what's very important for this country, and I cannot state this powerfully enough. Very important that we do not elect Hillary Clinton and we elect Donald Trump. Donald Trump is the only one who is going to save us from the pile of problems coming forward, and we are certainly in a moment in time, as we saw in Europe now, to take our country back and to become a government of the people again and not a government of the elites, which is what we've been. So that is certainly how to help elect Donald Trump. Now, if you have a talent, do that. If you write songs for Trump. If you sculpt for Trump. If you garden, make a Trump bush. If you saw I'm a comedian and a pundit and a journalist and a writer. So I write a book and do a show and tell jokes and do Trump bacon videos. We all do our part. Do something funky for Trump. Hey, if you haven't had a chance, go read about the Donald Trump Egg Endorsement Challenge. Record an egg endorsement challenge. That's a great way to support Trump. Lots of ways. Lots of ways we can do it. And it's important that you use the talent you have. Do whatever you can. It's going to feel great supporting your candidate, knowing that you are helping to make America great again. And when we take the White House in November, when we win, we take the White House and the inauguration in January, when we watch Trump move in and give us that first wonderful speech, we are going to be very proud that we are helping to make America great again. And as we get through the first and second and third and fourth year of Donald Trump's presidency, and we see border security, we see terrorism being dealt with, we see ISIS being destroyed, we see jobs coming back, we see trade deals being negotiated, we see the corruption and lobbying and hyper-regulation and infiltration by many different lobbyists and corporations and Wall Street into government influence, all of that, when we see that all get much and much reduced as we see Trump cleaning house, we're going to be very proud that you put your time and effort into helping elect Donald Trump. I've been doing my part, and I know many of you have too. And for those of you who are adminning groups, who are making videos, who are doing all of those things. I just want to say a huge, giant shout out to all of you fellow Trump creators that are out here doing our best to promote Trump and make sure that we make America great again. Thank you for your good work. Thank me for my good work. And most importantly, thank Mr. Trump for running for president and for being the patriot he is and trying to help us make our country great again. So that is our Trump Talk special edition. For me and Little Trumpy, as always, I want to say keep on trumping. Trump harder than ever before. We got to get this big, strong push until November. We have this. We have the polls in our favor. We have the battleground states. And we're going to win and make America great. I'm Suzanne Monk. You can find me any of these places. And for me and Little Trumpy, have a great night.